Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Murphy, and I wanted to talk to you today about 3 useful websites for classroom instruction. We're going to go over Doodle, Today's Meet, and Poll Everywhere and talk about ways that these websites can enhance your classroom instruction. So first, let me introduce you to Doodle. Doodle is a really nice way for you to get feedback from students on scheduling office hours, scheduling an exam review. You can use this to schedule parent conferences. You can also use it, in your personal life, even if you're scheduling a potluck dinner for who would bring what, for example. So the way that you'll use this is you'll simply click on schedule an event. You do not need an account to use it, but you can have one if you want to keep track of your events. And let's just say I'm gonna try and schedule an exam review. I might be doing this outside of my regular classroom times, so I'm getting a sense for which times work well for students. Once I create the doodle, it will email it to me, and I'll be able to either forward that on to students, or I can also copy and paste the link once I have the finished doodle creation. I will select a couple dates from the calendar, and I will select a couple times. And we'll just have the same times available on Monday and Tuesday. And I have now finished my poll. And here's the link. It will email me the link as well. But what students will see when they get the link, they'll open this and they'll have the chance to put in their name and select all options that apply. That way I can go back in later to see which was the most popular option, or I can assign students a time based on what they were able to respond with. The next site that I really like is called Today's Meet. The reason I like to use Today's Meet in the classroom is to basically have a back channel going that is not open to the whole world of Twitter, for example. It's a little bit more private. It is public, but somebody has to have the room name in order to access the conversation. So I'll even make it something obscure so that random people cannot suddenly show up and start commenting. So I might say exam review 9814, and I'll even 9813, and I'll even keep it open for a week, a day, something limited so that it will not be available after that time limit. I will send that link to students, post it to our class website, etc., and they're able to come into the Today's Meet. They'll put their name in here, join, and then they'll start having a conversation. It'll get logged in this screen over here, and that way someone could be giving a presentation in class, for example, and students can ask questions, offer feedback as the presentation is going on without interrupting. It's also a nice way to go back and review later what questions did students have about a test review, for example, an exam review. And I've even used this as an exam review where I set up a Today's Meet page and students use it themselves after school to have a conversation about the exam, etc. Finally, I really like to use Poll Everywhere. This is a great way for students to complete an exit question from your class, for example. You're going to go to create your first poll. And let's say, how did you feel about today's lesson? And I will give them a multiple choice. So let's say they were happy with it, they were sad, or maybe they're even confused. All right. It will create the poll, and what I really like about this is that students can either respond to the poll by using their computers and going to this website, or what's even easier is they're able to text their response to this code. Sometimes that's just faster because they're much faster at pushing in the code than they are typing out this website where they have to go. So it gives you the live results. You're able to watch in class where everybody is and basically collect information quickly. Students love this, especially at the end of class when they're kind of out of steam. something fun to wrap up, give some closure, see where everybody is. A couple things to keep in mind if you're choosing to use these websites. First, make sure they're actually enhancing the instruction. They often can serve the purpose of simply distracting the students, especially in today's Meet. So if you have not established rules for coming up with their actual username or what types of comments they should be saying in today's Meet, for example, it can get out of hand quickly, and they start putting in silly comments rather than useful comments. But as long as you're doing that, they're really nice ways to enhance your instruction, and students tend to really enjoy them. Here are the websites, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.